Happy Friday. I'm back with another Fridays 45. Thanks to all that tuned in last week to my Led Zeppelin episode. I'm going to stay with the year 1969, and we're going to move on to a song that was released by the band. The band released this song in 1969, and it's Up on Cripple Creek. Up on Cripple Creek was the only song that they actually sang on the Ed Sullivan Show. They were on at one time, and they sang this song. It's got an interesting story. Robbie Robertson was the start of the writing. It started in Woodstock, and I guess the weather was pretty bad up there, and so he decided to go to Hawaii and get some sun, get out of it. And this song supposedly came to him while he was on his trip in Hawaii. It's about a trucker going across the country. He has this girl named Bessie. He stops and sees and gambles and drinks and has a great time. But in the end, he's like, I need to go home to my wife, or do I go to Bessie again? Just an interesting story and an interesting character that Robbie Robertson came up with. Now, some in his group also claim that they wrote some lyrics or they had something to do with the writing. It's actually sung by Levon Helm, the drummer. And interesting story about the keyboard, or the clavinet, actually, that was played by Garth Hudson. He used a Vox wah-wah pedal to get that noise that you hear, that noise in between the verses. You hear that wah, 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 wah. That's actually a Vox wah-wah pedal, and it was one of the first songs to use it with a clavinet. You might recognize it from Stevie Wonder's Superstition, and I know Stevie Wonder used it quite a bit as well. But the story is, I guess this song in the band kind of influenced some like the Grateful Dead. From what I understand, their writers said it kind of influenced them to kind of get away from the psychedelia and move more towards the rhythm and blues and rock that they turned into after that. And also, I guess George Harrison, hearing them at Woodstock, he was really getting into other instruments and things, but it kind of influenced to pick up the guitar again. So it's a solid song. It went up to number 25 in the Billboard, and I love hearing it. It's just a joy to listen to. On the backside is on the B side. Well, I don't know if you'd even call this one a B side. The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, another hit by the band, is on the flip side of this record. But there's another version that I picked up, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago. I was in Half Price Books flipping through, and I got this version by Don Rich. And again, it's also pressed by Capitol Records. But Don Rich, you might know him from this show Hee Haw. He was actually the leader of the Buckaroos. Buck Owens was the leader, but he was the music leader of the Buckaroos. He was amazing on the fiddle, but he also played a really good guitar. And he put out a version. He doesn't sing all the verses of the original from the band, but he does pick a few verses, and his sound is actually really, really cool. I would hope that you might go to YouTube and look this up, or I'll leave a link in the comments with this. I hadn't found one that was the actual recording, studio recording, but I have found some live shows of him doing it that you might want to check out, of him doing Up on Cripple Creek. Don Rich passed away way too early. He died in his 30s in a motorcycle accident. But just a great hit to cover, and I'd love to listen to more covers, and I know there's more out there, and dig into it. But my question to you is this: the band, it was Dylan's backing band for a while, and but they had a name before they were called the band. And my question to you is this: what is their original name? What is the band's original name? I tell you what, you put in the comments and you don't cheat their original name. I'll send you a sticker in the mail and just get your address. Let me know what their original name was. I hope you have a great weekend. Be safe on Monday, on St. Patty's Day, and I will see you on the flip side.